Hello, Sarah of SUK Handmade here, and today I'm going to share with you how to work an invisible join. This is a very simple but extremely effective technique that makes my little perfectionist heart sing every time I do it. Let's go. First, I would like to point out how very authentic my project is here because look, I haven't woven in any of my ends. And that's exactly how it would be. Anyways, let's talk real quick about when you're going to use an invisible join. You need to use it when you're working in the round. Now, when I think in the round, a lot of times I think a circular pattern like my cowl here, and that is an excellent place to use it. Around the hem of a sweater, around the top of a cowl, around the wrist of a sweater, or a granny square or other. A lot of my coaster patterns are worked in the round. All of those are a great place to do an invisible join. When you're just working back and forth, you're not joining anything together, so you don't need this technique. But when you are working in the round, it is like magic and it's so simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to complete your final stitch. So mine is a double crochet here. And when you complete that final stitch, you're just going to snip your yarn because you're all done, and you're gently going to pull the yarn through that final stitch. Then what you want to do is you need to get your tapestry needle and you need to thread your yarn on your tapestry needle. I find this easiest to do just by folding my yarn over the end, holding it tight, pulling through, and then squishing it through the eye of the needle. Then I want to join this side to this side so that my granny square is completely in the round and without a gap. And so what I'm going to do is normally you would slip stitch to the first stitch of your granny square round, which in this case is my chain 3. But for the invisible join, you're always going to skip that first stitch and go into the second. And you're just going to insert your yarn needle through the V's of that second stitch. So you're just going to go front to back right through, and you're going to pull it a little tight. What you're doing is you are creating a fake stitch essentially. So then you're going to take your tapestry needle and you're going to insert into the center of the V of the last stitch you worked. And then you just need to tighten. And you can see my 3 stitches there just all work one right into another so that you can't see where it begins and ends. Now I will say these stitches sometimes take a little zhuzhing. Every once in a while your stitch that you're working over will stick up in the middle, and I just kind of take my tapestry needle and give it a little tug and then it disappears. Then you just need to weave in your end. If you are using your invisible join and you are finding that all of a sudden I have extra chains on the one side, it's likely because you're not skipping that first stitch. You always have to work into the second stitch because you're creating a faux chain essentially over that first one to make it look perfectly invisible. I hope you love and use this technique often. It is always my goal to help you grow confidently in your craft. I would love it if you would join my email list, link in the description below, as well as subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, like this video, and maybe even share it with a friend. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy crafting!